Friday, everybody. We're live. I haven't done this in a hot minute, and I don't even know what all this is going to be like. But today we have a special guest. We have Aaron from Phoenix E.O.D. He's actually in New Jersey. We were hanging out last week. He brought some new products for me to check out. And I thought, honestly, let's do a live together, share some of these new products, because last I checked, which was just like 2 minutes ago, we are 2 people away from 25,000 subscribers, which I'm not going to lie, it's been a minute. But honestly, we've worked hard for every single one of those numbers to share this channel with you guys. To those of you who have subscribed and followed since day one or even from yesterday, thank you guys for watching, for supporting, because it has just been a thrill to get to kind of share my journey with detailing with you guys. So today I'm going to try to set you guys up in my tripod because my arm's going to fall asleep if I have to hold this the entire time. But Aaron was kind enough, because we're celebrating 25,000 new subscribers, we're going to be doing a huge giveaway of Phoenix E.O.D's products. It's actually going to be over $250 worth of value for you guys. One of you lucky viewers is going to be able to win basically, what do you call it? The whole kitchen sink?
The kitchen sink. Yep.
So we're going to quickly, for those of you that maybe you've never heard of Phoenix E.O.D, what does the E.O.D stand for?
Evolve or die.
Okay.
Because the industry is always changing, and if you're not part of it, you're just left behind.
So we're going to do a quick rundown of his products. For those of you that maybe you might win it, you want to know what you're using and how to get the best out of it. So give me a second. We're going to get the tripod set up. This isn't going to be a super long live. I'm not a huge fan of the hour-long lives, so we're going to be very quick with going through these products. So make sure you guys don't tune out, because we're going to have a lot of information in a very small amount of time. So let me get you set up in the tripod. Give me a second. It's going to be a little shaky.
And who doesn't want to win free stuff?
I mean, come on. And I'm going to try to go back and read some of your comments. So we got Ricardo Speed Typer. Hi. We've got MacMan, Detail Addicts, Miller Detailing. Welcome all to the party. We've got 13 of you so far, because again, I don't do lives that often. So we're going to just kind of bring you in a little bit closer here. Actually, let's set you up here. Give me a second, guys. This is super spontaneous, and we're going to try to share with you guys all these products. So Aaron, I've used a ton of these products real quick.
Yep.
I've used a ton of these products for years. In fact, I sell this product and this product to my customers to maintain their ceramic coated vehicles with, or just any vehicle with.
Sure.
Apex Auto Wash.
Yes, ma'am.
pH neutral.
pH neutral, no scent, no dye. Brian from Apex, Apex Surface Protection, Apex Detailing. He was instrumental in helping us to design this. He wanted it to have a lot of lubricity without the fear of hurting, staining, doing anything wrong. So he said, I want a nice, foaming, clean, lubricant soap, and I don't need any of the frills that go, that people put into it. Basically, anytime you add stuff, it can go sideways.
You guys are a little crooked here. I'm going to get you straight. Hopefully, you're not like sitting there with your head cockeyed. So this is a great product to maintain a vehicle with, to clean it with. You can foam it on, use it in a bucket.
Yep, it's super concentrated.
Yeah.
Like 600 to 1 super concentrated. Detail Doug from Detail It, he used a thimble in a 5-gallon bucket, and it overflowed with suds.
So we don't need to do 2 glug glugs or anything.
Nope,
it's
it's
literally
just like
bloop.
That's it. Yeah.
I like that sound effect for it. So
Thank you.
We'll put that on the bottle. One product. Don't screenshot that, please. So next you have Titan. This is my favorite. I use this as a drying aid. I know it can be a standalone, but I use it as a drying aid, because if you do 1 or 2 sprays per panel on a wet panel after you've washed and rinsed it, you don't get streaks. Stupid snot, slickness on the paint. That's not a good expression to use. I have ADHD, and I will...
What is it? Did you say stupid as snot?
Yeah, stupid slick as snot. No, it's just... yeah,
all right.
Anyways. We would have edited that out if this wasn't live, but just roll with it.
I love live. Hey, by the way, we're doing a live tomorrow night on our channel, so make sure you guys tune in.
I don't know about you guys. I get super nervous about doing lives because I have no idea what I'm going to say. So that might be worth just watching.
That's exactly why it's worth watching.
Who knows how Chelsea's going to put her tongue in her mouth. So.
This is our flagship, so it had to be absolutely perfect. When we launched the company, if you don't get the first product right, you lose all credibility with the industry. So it had to be the best of the best of the best. And Pan has rated it #1 in Canada, and Forensic Detail has rated it #1 in the UK. So I think we're onto something special with.
I don't rate things on my channel, but if I'm going to sell it to my customers, technically let's say that's rated #1 for me.
100%.
Because I've tried a ton, and what I like for products for my customers are things that they can't screw up. I don't want to give them a product that if they use too much, it's going to streak, or it's not sun friendly, or whatnot. So I want to try to eliminate the stress for them, and so that's why for me I go with these products.
Sure.
So now I've used a lot of these products.
Yes.
A couple are new.
Right.
If you guys have watched any of the videos on my channel, I've done reviews on a lot of these products. We've talked about your compound and your polish, your Papa Cut diminishing compound, fabulous finishing polish. These were collaborations that you did with Papa Smurf and Fab Auto Detailing, correct?
Yep, absolutely.
And then we have Glossum Wax, which was
Phil Miranda.
And this is a Teflon-based wax.
It has the kitchen sink in it as well. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in there.
So being
Carnauba,
Teflon, it's
synthetic.
chemical resistant.
Yes, ma'am.
Sun friendly.
Yes, ma'am.
Little bit goes a long way though.
Yes,
you don't
ma'am.
need to go heavy with this. You can do like a black finishing polish on a DA. Light application, let it haze up, and then remove. And you're gonna have like what, 4 to 6 months or beyond?
Well, I mean, I met with Sock from Detailed Made Simple up in New York, and he said, I like to use mileage versus timelines. You can have like a 3-year coating or a 9-year coating or whatever. And he's like, when you speak in automobile terminology, it's 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first. And I like that idea a lot better because you have to take into consideration climate, the daily driver, how it's kept, how it's used, where you live in the world. All of those things take place to it. So, in a laboratory, we got 9 months out of it.
Okay.
But again, depending on how it's used and how your vehicle's kept, it can definitely decrease.
But I can appreciate you being honest in that, because a lot of times these durability claims seem altruistic.
Absolutely.
Very not realistic. So at least you know what to kind of expect. If you maintain your vehicle properly, you'll get more out of it.
Absolutely.
Cool.
100%.
So
and it works great. All of these products are designed to work with each other. So Glossum Wax and Titan is an incredible depth of gloss, shine, and protection. It's just, it's really unbelievable.
So come with me. We're going to go over here.
Oh.
So we've got over here our Hydra. This is your, right here. Where are you? I cannot do this backwards, guys. We're going to flip you around. Give me a second. Okay. So we have your Hydra rinseless wash, which is a phenomenal rinseless wash.
Thank you.
And I think, honestly, an even more phenomenal glass cleaner.
Thank you.
If you guys have not checked out Hydra for a glass cleaner, it is phenomenal. You really don't need a lot, maybe a couple drops.
That's
bottle.
all Brian uses in a 32-ounce bottle.
But it is phenomenal. In fact, I actually had you bring me a empty bottle with a Hydra label. For those of you that want to use it, you can see they sell it in a gallon, but you can also ask Aaron, get you a bottle like this, so you can just put a couple drops in this with water. This is a phenomenal glass cleaner. A lot of times, if you're having streaking on your glass, it's because you either have too much residue from your cleaner or a dirty towel. So the less product that you can use to clean your glass, the better results you're going to get. And when you have a product like this that kind of helps encapsulate, but it doesn't leave behind a lot of residue, it's a great, great glass cleaner. So we also have Kraken, which is your all-purpose cleaner that you can clean tires and wheels, soak it on the vehicle for road film remover.
The design behind the Kraken as a all-purpose cleaner was we wanted to have a more of a universal approach. So it basically has like the power of a degreaser, if you will.
Okay.
And it's, most of our products are very concentrated because we like to have that versatility to kind of tailor it to what your needs are.
Yeah.
And I think we definitely sell the Kraken in a kit that comes with an empty bottle that you can dilute it, and it comes with a dilution chart as well.
Nice.
And with
who can ever remember 5 to 1? What the heck that
what is that? Yeah, and not only that, but it's 16 ounces, 32 ounces, a gallon, and 5 gallon, depending on whatever it is that you're doing. But the point of that story is, The Kraken is a great degreaser, exterior cleaner, if you will, door jambs, wheels, tires, rims, all of that fun stuff. And then the main reason why I was here today was to show you Typhon, which is our newest product, which is tailored more for the interior. It comes, has the same power, but it comes at the problem from a different direction, so it's safer to use on delicates, upholsteries. You don't have to worry so much about getting the dilution ratios correct. If you go too strong with Kraken, he can be a beast. But if you can use Typhon as like straight as a spot cleaner if you needed to.
Well, and this is a interior detail and a odor neutralizer.
Yes, ma'am.
So, can you explain to me a little bit about how that helps to neutralize odors?
Well,
I asked you last week, does it have an enzyme in it?
It doesn't, but what it does do is it encapsulates and dissolves those odor molecules and the funk that causes. Basically it's the same thing as the enzymes will destroy organic bacteria on an organic bacterial level. Whereas this one basically just breaks those apart. So again, it's the same end result coming at it from a different approach.
Got it. Well, as far as scent, it's got like a mild citrus.
Mm-hmm. I like to call it lemonade.
Yeah. It's not one that'll take your breath away.
Yep.
Some like I'm coughing using them. So
nope.
I like that a lot. So we've kind of done a quick run through, and I mean, if you guys want to see more extensive looks, there's tons of content out there on YouTube. On my channel, we've reviewed a lot of these products. So Typhon is new.
Yep.
You also updated the Furies.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you change on the Furies?
Well, we found that we needed it to be faster acting.
Okay.
And we tinkered with the scent a little bit more to try to make it a little bit still even more user friendly. I remember when we first tested the Furies here, before we even went to manufacturing here in your garage, you were really impressed with the old formula. But I'm kind of one of those people that always needs to tinker and play, and I wanted it to be a little bit faster acting. I wanted it to be a little bit more powerful as far as reacting with the ferrous elements. So again, if you can do it, do it.
So before the scent was like a winter green, kind of like a
minty it had a minty smell to it.
Do we still have that minty smell here?
I think there's an underlying minty smell to it, but I think there's more of like a Hawaiian punch actual that I wanted to have a more in the concentrated formula.
Okay.
I wanted it to smell better. Once you put it into a bottle and you're spraying it and you're misting it and aerosolizing it, it can take on it's usually easier on your senses when you're actually using a product.
For sure.
But when you open it up and you're just like, oh, this is so terrible. Yeah. I wanted to try to avoid that as much as possible.
Never test an iron remover straight out of the bottle.
Well, I think Furies. I think Furies definitely. There's no problem with that.
Okay.
Like seriously.
But it's a heavy purple reaction.
Very heavy purple reaction.
And it has a surfactant base to it, which
Hawaiian punch.
Most people aren't going to know what a surfactant means, but that is just basically going to give you lubrication. And that's going to help give you some slickness so that you can use this with a clay towel to do a chemical decon and a mechanical decontamination simultaneously. Mm-hmm. I've used this on my husband's work van. It works perfectly to remove a bunch of orange rail dust off of the van very quickly. So
sweet.
For those of you that have tried out Furies, they updated the formula. Check it out for yourself. Let me know if you guys think it's an improvement. We are going to be actually doing, I have a customer coming next Friday with a white vehicle that we're going to be showing some demonstrations on this product to see what it can do for rail dust. So for those of you that are looking for a way to do a chemical decon, I've done a couple videos on that process lately. This is one of my top 4 for you guys to check out. So we'll put the link to all that down below. But this one, I think, honestly, Peleus.
Yes.
Can you share with me a little bit about this, because there's a good bit of hype around this one.
There's a lot of hype around this one. I wear it as a badge of honor. Fab, who again helped collaborate with the Fab Finishing Polish. You guys have seen his videos, his work. He is a very accomplished detailer. he called me up after using this and he said, I'm a big fan of your product line. Peleus is probably the best product you guys make. And everybody and anybody that has ever used it has been converted immediately. It's not a 50-50 IPA solution. Like there's so much more to Peleus because there's so many different problems that exist on the panel. Basically one approach doesn't fit all. So we came at the most common issues from multiple different directions, and it really came up with something magical in that bottle. I probably am the proudest of the Peleus.
Proud papa.
Yeah, it removed, like I was telling you, like when we were making the product line of Titan, and I left the residue in the machine and went about doing a bunch of other stuff, and then two weeks later we had to go and use the machine again, and there was all this gunk and residue, and I thought I was going to be scrubbing for days cleaning out this machine, and I sprayed it down with Peleus and let it sit for a couple of minutes, and like the residue was just removed like butter. It was phenomenal. I can't believe like just how well it works at stripping and removing surface contaminants. It's just wild.
Now, when you say surface contaminants, you mean polishing oils, not necessarily protection.
Well, yeah, correct. It definitely, like if you're worried about it affecting your coatings and things of that nature. However, if you're talking about like waxes, existing waxes, I think it would strip it. I'm pretty sure.
You mean a fresh wax or an older wax?
Like a fresh wax, like an older wax. Like if you're getting ready to redo your vehicle, I would use that as a stripping agent for sure.
We'll have to test that out.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Because normally we use something like an APC to you want something a higher pH. But that can run its own risk.
That's I think that's a whole nother conversation that we should have at another time, not for this show. But as far as pHs, there's some really cool things that are happening on the pH world that it's not so much universal anymore. For example, the Typhon started out as a high, I think it was a high 12 on the pH scale. And I didn't like that because of the stigma associated with pH. And so I was able to work with the chemist that we could neutralize that pH and dial it back down to like 9.5, which I'm going to be showing tomorrow on our live stream. There's drinking water. Smart water has an alkaline smart water at 9.5. And so it is the same pH as drinking water in that. And yet it's still as powerful of a cleaner as
So
the Kraken.
The concentrate, 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we're diluting it at 1 to 10, wouldn't that technically take it even closer to neutral?
7, yeah, sure. 100%.
So that's pretty impressive because I get nervous about using APCs on interiors. So Kraken, you said is what's
Kraken
the pH?
Kraken is pretty high. It's up there. It's a strong alkaline. I mean, when I dip the stick, it's about 14.
Really?
In a concentrate, yes, ma'am.
In a concentrate. But for exteriors, what would you, for a foaming pre-soak, what would you?
I personally use it at 5 to 1.
Okay.
If I'm using it as a pre-soak, but if I'm going after, say, door jambs and things of that nature that aren't nearly as contaminated as you want, you can go 10 to 1. That's what we consider to be our RTU, general all-purpose. But if I'm using it as a pre-foam and I'm going to be rinsing it off, I do 5 to 1 as a foamer, let it sit for a few minutes, hose it off, do the foaming with the soap, hose it off, and then do the contact wash.
Got it. So from head to toe, basically now, the only thing I think you're lacking, well, actually, you're not really lacking in interior dressing because you can use Titan as your interior dressing for UV protection.
Some people like a much more satiny finish, and so that is something that we're going to be addressing here.
Oh, so a little preview. I love how I can pry these things out of you.
Right? You get me talking.
You're like, I wasn't planning on sharing.
You get me talking. Yeah, I want a conditioner and protectant with like a matte finish.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And if it can can we make requests on scents?
Sure.
I kind of like, okay.
Sandalwood.
Give me you guys. I do like a sandalwood scent. Shut up. You know I do. I do like a little bit more of like a cologne-y smell.
Okay.
I don't know. A lot of them are fruity. Some are grape. I don't mind like a leather scent.
I
on
don't
an
want.
interior,
Yeah, I don't
but,
really want. I don't definitely want a fruit salad.
Yeah, I kind of like a new car scent or a leather scent or like a cologne scent. I just think it's nice and fresh. I don't want to smell citrus. That's from your cleaners.
Right.
Like your dressing, I kind of like a.
Yeah,
I was here presence, you know,
Yeah.
but a good one.
I'm with you.
Like when your boyfriend gets out
I'll
of the
tell
car,
you,
and he smells
as
really
part
good.
of this event, this 25,000 viewer event, I will go on record as saying you get the final say on scent.
Oh, it's finally happening, guys.
It's on
finally
record.
happening. I get an input on a scent with a company's vehicle. Oh, this is awesome. So cool.
Where we
I'm gonna
at?
need to know from you guys, like, what do you rank as far as if we have top 3 of sandalwood, which is kind of like a musky, smell, a leather scent, or like a new car scent? What would your top 3 be? You might sway me. I don't know, by popular demand, but
Yeah. I like to think that here at Phoenix, I really I take comments very, very seriously, and I take feedback very, very seriously, and that's why we are always evolving and trying to make things better. We go through a crazy amount of versions before we go to market. And and like Jamie the cleaner, when we first launched the Hydra, he was like, "It's okay." Fab was like, "It's all right." And so we go, well, all right is not good enough. So we go back to it. And like when we did Hydra as well, we did a poll on what people wanted to have the scent smell like the most. And I think that was the number one. The number one scent was picked.
all right. So I'm gonna go through some of these comments real quick.
Sure.
All right, let Aaron know from Puerto Rico. We got Humberto here. Let Aaron know
Humberto!
that people also want another version of Apex foam to have an apple juice scent. I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate an apple scent.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Apex is
we're
kind
gonna
of
we're gonna
like
come out
scent
with
neutral.
we're working on a ceramic soap, but we could do that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I am very scent driven. I don't mind if it's scentless. I just prefer it not to stink. It has to
Exactly.
be good or no scent, but don't stink.
Humberto, I like that idea. I actually really do like that idea.
And he says Peleus can be used as a glass cleaner, which normally IPA wipes or panel prep wipes make phenomenal glass cleaners. Let's see. I've yet to buy any Phoenix E.O.D. What do you recommend? I start with Humberto foam soap or rinseless. It depends on how you primarily maintain your vehicle, Franco, because I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I think, honestly, I would just say both. Because if your vehicle is super grimy, you might want to do a good contact wash every now and then. But Hydra, is a great way to maintain your vehicle either
100%.
way. There's safety measures that you can take when doing a rinseless wash, even on a really dirty vehicle. That either one is going to do great. The great thing about Hydra, though, is you can use this on interiors to wipe down, to maintain, to do glass, to do door
Also
jams.
works as a clay lube. It works as, like you had pointed out, as a glass cleaner. There's a real amount of versatility in the Hydra.
So Hydra's probably the most versatile. As far as cost-wise, both are super affordable.
Yeah.
But
and the concentration of the Apex soap,
if you like
ridiculous.
doing a contact wash, high foaming, safe for whether you have protection, non-protection, this is a great option. If you want to do a rinseless wash, also have the versatility of an interior cleaner, glass cleaner, you can't go wrong with either one. All right, let's see. As far as scents, apple juice and pina colada, coconut.
That's Gloss and Wax is pina colada. That was Miranda was like, when I open up a bottle, I want to think that I'm on the beach.
It does have that scent.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Florida.
It's pina colada.
I grew up in Florida, for those of you that might be wondering why that reference. So we got cologne scent, everything coconut, leather, coconut. Guys, I'm not a huge fan of the Coke. If it's got pina colada in it, but coconut by itself, I don't know. I might have to disagree. I just got some Gloss and Wax on me. it's not bad, but I think I prefer a little bit more of like the leather, sandalwood,
Right.
scents. But all right, leather, new car, sandal nut, cocoa wood. Okay. A combination of the two, I guess, is what he's implying. Apple juice equals bourbon. New car scent with no monthly payments. Barbecue smoke. I'm hungry now, but I don't know if I want to smell that on my interior.
It gets old.
Plus, if you get pulled over for a ticket, the cops might wonder what else is going on in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't ever get pulled over, so I don't know about that. A barbershop scent? I need to know what a barbershop smells like.
Yeah, right?
Normally, it's pretty sterile to me.
Yeah, I just got my hair cut yesterday. It had no scent to it.
Well,
I mean, there was
mine
like
sometimes has like an alcohol scent because they sterilize all the brushes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like shampoos and conditioners. So I guess that's a little bit of more of a perfumey smell. I don't know. Aaron must do apple juice because that's part of the live streams. Okay.
I'm convinced already.
Labo Cosmetica's pH neutral soap smells like cologne. Very good smell. That would be great for an interior. I mean, my favorite air freshener that I've ever used is Date Night from a Keys 37, and it smells like cologne. I honestly, there have been times, don't make fun of me, that I've actually like put a squirt behind my ear. It doesn't burn, and it smells really nice. My husband walks by and he's like, what? And I'm like, shut up. I enjoy it. Do you. You do you. If it brings you joy, just do it, right?
You do you.
So we're at 25 minutes.
Okay.
I don't want this to be super, super long. We have 37 people watching, which...
How many subscribers did we get?
I don't know. I don't know how to go back and check on that. I don't want to exit the live. If we're at 25,000, I'm going to freak out on air. Someone says maple syrup. I would be hungry nonstop, and I need to lose some weight, you guys. So... let's not do sweet smelling things that make me want to go to the store. Krispy Kreme scent. Again, you guys are making me hungry. This is not any good. So real quick, we did a video a while back doing some testing on new coatings that you were bringing to market. You still have your Chronos coating. Mm-hmm. You still have your Immortal ceramic spray coating. Again, I've done reviews on all of these products. You have new sizes for your Chronos.
Yes, ma'am. And for the Immortal.
And for the Immortal. And when we do our giveaway, because we're doing the whole kitchen sink, one of you are going to get to try out these two for yourself. And if you have questions about how to apply them, you can just go back, watch my videos to see a closer in-depth look on how to maintain them, how to apply them. But as far as the new coatings.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we close?
We are very close.
Okay.
We are like... super close. I would say that...
and did you make a decision on which one, or are you not revealing that yet?
Well, you and I made that decision together.
Hold up. It's official. I helped make a decision on a coating too?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I should just be part owner at this point. I'm just kidding. I feel like I have way more sway with this company than I should, but that just tells you how much Aaron and we get along. We see eye to eye.
Very much
There's much respect for one another. So you're doing version 3. Which was the easy to apply,
quick flash,
yep. But very user friendly.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm all about less stress in my life.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. I cannot wait to try it.
It held up to the durability test as just as good as any. So I mean, when we were splitting hairs, it was the juice being worth the squeeze. Hands down, that was an easy decision to make.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's like whatever it is that you're sacrificing, you're more than making up for.
I just read your comment that you wrote. I'm like, Aaron Burkett wrote, oh, dear God. But, okay. Anyways, keep going.
That was it. I mean, basically anything that you're going to lose as far as, 500 years lifetime, ease of use more than made up for it. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I cannot wait to test out the new coatings. We obviously have 3 new products that you guys need to check out. I've actually worked a little bit with this one. It does a great job. I used it on a headliner the other day. It did a great job of cleaning some light stains there. Spot cleaning. We're going to test it out a little further with extraction. So if you guys want to see closer looks at all 3 of these products, hit all those buttons down below. Maybe you might actually be the lucky one to take us to 25,000. And if you are, we're giving you a big hug. Thank you so much. But for those of you that want to try out these products for yourself, we're going to give it away to one of you lucky watchers. So what I need you guys to do is to obviously keep commenting on this live, but let me know your name and let me know what of these products you are most looking forward to trying out. And then at random, we're going to pick one of you lucky winners. And we're going to send all this. I'm paying Aaron for this. This isn't anything that he is doing a handout for me, although he was very willing to do that, which I appreciate.
Most certainly was.
But you are a friend of mine, and you always want to support your friends. So if I can help you out and help you guys out, make sure you guys enter for this giveaway. You're not going to make a mistake trying out Phoenix E.O.D. They're fantastic products. You're going to love every single one of them. From their finishing compound that is a fantastic correction capabilities. This is fantastic. If you have severe defects, this is the one to try. If you have a newer vehicle, I would say just go straight to finishing polish with either a white
I think
or
they said
orange
they're
foam
both
pad.
very pad dependent. So if
Yeah.
you need to get something more, use a firmer pad. If you're not worried too much about it, use a softer pad. The Papa Cut is a diminishing compound, so regardless of where you start, it will finish down very, very nicely for you.
And this is fantastic. If I've used this on Porsche paint, I've used this on Tesla paint, Subaru paint. If you have softer paint, this is a great one to finish down with. And then when you're done, go ahead and apply your Peleus panel prep, and then apply whatever, or your gloss and wax. Honestly, you can switch it up. There's a couple of options here. You could practically start a detailing business if you don't have one already.
We took these 3 products right here, Euro 50/50 fiber pad, and I want to say Buff and Shine ultra fine finishing pad, and we turned a 10-year-old Mercedes coupe from a gloss meter of 86 to 102. I have the pictures on my phone to prove it.
Wowzers.
With just those 3 products.
Well, okay. For those of you that are looking just for a way to maintain your vehicle, maybe you don't want a coating, check them out. But we do have some coatings that you can try as well if you're looking for more durable protection. This is for that beginner that is just super nervous about applying a ceramic coating. 12 months of protection.
Yep.
It's as simple as spray on, let it flash slightly, wipe off.
Super easy.
It couldn't get easier. You could
Super
get around
easy.
a vehicle in 20, 25 minutes.
Yep.
And just let it cure for how long?
I like a 24-hour cure.
Okay.
You know, obviously, the longer that you allow things to cure before hitting it with wet, is better. But 24 hours, you're good to go.
Yep. And then if you want something more durable, we've got Chronos. This is going to be up to 5 years of durability based on how you maintain it.
Yep.
If you neglect it, if you abuse it, I've seen customers do it. You know, any coating is going to die if you don't maintain it properly.
100%.
But if you maintain it properly, and when I say maintain it properly, it's as simple as wash with this and use this as your ceramic drying aid.
Right. Tunnel washes are so bad that you don't know what chemicals they're using. You don't know the pH levels that you're using. I mean, it's just not good.
Yeah.
It's just not good. So you want to, if you're gonna go the distance, maintain it yourself or with a professional like yourself.
And then, I mean, we've got so many more here for prepping, for interiors, for everything head to toe your vehicle can be maintained. So thank you, Aaron.
Very welcome.
For
Thank
hanging
you.
out with me today.
Thanks for having me. I can't believe this is such a great moment to be a part of. I'm so happy for you.
I know. So if we have hit 25,000 subscribers, thank you guys. I know I'm literally chilling on the floor of my garage with Aaron with no shoes on because that's just kind of, we hang out. That's what we do.
It's the hangout.
It's one of my favorite things to do with him. I think we do it every few months or so.
Yeah.
So anyways, if you guys want to learn more about these products or enter for a chance to win them for yourself, make sure you comment down below. But I cannot thank you guys enough for tuning in, for watching all of my crazy videos, for putting up with maybe the music might be a little bit too loud or a little bit too much dialogue or you're not quite sure what's going on, but you've been here for the ride. Thank you.
Hey, one last thing. If everybody and anybody that's watching this, if you could encourage Chelsea to go to MTE next year, we're trying to get her to come because it's going to be a party in Orlando.
I'm very close. It's hard for me to get away from my kids and my husband, but my husband's like,
Do
go. I think honestly he wants me to go.
Do it.
We will consider it. But anyways, make sure you guys follow Phoenix E.O.D. You have an Instagram channel.
Instagram. We try to do 2 live streams on YouTube a month, trying to bring in different people from small business owners, detail oriented. We got one tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So you've been on the show. You were on Curmudgeon's Corner yourself.
We've done a couple. So yeah, I get nervous on podcasts because again, I have no filter. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Aaron.
Thanks for having me.
Hanging out. Make sure you guys enter for a chance. But just thank you again. I can't seriously say it enough. But we've got a lot of really great videos and content coming up for you guys. So if you enjoyed just this kind of thing, just talking about detailing, learning more about detailing, or maybe you just enjoy seeing people do that process on other people's vehicles, maybe just hang out with us, hit that subscribe button. But
25K!
To God be the glory, am I right? But we will see you guys in the next detail. Have a wonderful Friday and weekend, and go wash your car. It's going to get warm out there. All right, guys, we'll see you later.